All right, let's get this in the exchange. What's up, everybody? Everybody, clap your hands. What's going on, y'all? Give me a second. Just trying to get myself situated over here. This is not working. There we go. Let's see. There we go. Let's put this in the Discord. Copy link address. Where's my Discord? Here we go. There we are. And what the topic of today is. Yields. I need to automate this whole process. And I will. Because this way I can speed up getting things done. And also get it out on other social. All right. There we go. Doop, doop, doop. All right. What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone is well. I know I have not been around. I've been coding, actually. Getting my development stuff, my chops in order. As I told y'all, I expected the market to pump. The market pumped, like I said it would. That's the way the system runs. What I want to do today is, well, first, welcome everybody to ToxicHustle. This is CryptoPlunder ToxicThoughts. This is where we talk about crypto and I look at the landscape and how it affects business. And you get to see a business have to navigate these waters like you do, right? So my hope is that in you seeing some of the moves we have to make, you can kind of figure out how to navigate your own path through this transition, because we are going through a financial transition. I, as a business person, have to make the transition. Whether it even getting a job, I'd have to make a transition, right? So those are the things we have to think about immediately, is changing over to these new business structures. How do they affect us? What are they? Are they feasible? Like, at the end of the day, can you earn revenue in the direction that we're heading in? Or does it not suit your purpose? You know, if you hear a good thing, great. If it doesn't suit you, you cast it aside, right? So let's get into the market real quick so we can get the news, because I have not been checking the news. As I said, I expected the market to go up. I know we're soon, right around, there's a coming dip that's going to come. I'm still waiting for a huge pump to run up. So we're going to check the charts in a minute. Also go through the news that I've kind of programmed into the AI of things I've found. And also we're going to look at the AI we have over at Feedly and see from the news that I've found what it's found, to see if we can make any other decisions as far as what's going on in the market, where it's going to be, who's going to win for application development. Because at the end of the day, we are trying to develop an application and we're trying to lower our costs. So as we're looking at other ways of doing that, which we'll discuss as I talk about Thor, we're also looking at the cost of what it may be on chain, or even if it's feasible to be on chain. But again, we're not looking at that until next year. And right now the lead runner is Matic. That's Polygon. That's the lead runner at 0.001 per transaction. Is cheap enough for us to use it as a database. You know, it's a fraction of a cent to store data, so that's not bad. Of course, you can't store files and big videos and all that stuff. That's the next stage of where to store decentralized files, how to interlink with all that stuff. That'll go into when I get deeper into development. Right now, we'll be utilizing regular technology as far as databases, cloud-driven databases, as well as automation systems connected to those databases to really speed up our application development internally, as well as things that we're going to design and develop to be able to give us a competitive edge in the crypto space. Like, that's going to be the big thing that we're trying to work out, right? So let's go ahead and start looking at everything, and then we'll get into Thor and what Thor is going to do and what Thor is. So let's see. As we can see, what we expected, the market, as far as the amount of machinery that is back on the blockchain, is surging back up. This is the hash rate. This is the machines. So this lets you know hardware that costs money is coming back online. So if this is going down, the price goes down. That means the people that are running their machines that are trying to generate this algorithm, basically the lotto, and win to get the Bitcoin, those machines are still running. They're online. So as long as they're online, the core model of the business, which is machines verifying, having a network of machines doing transactions, still holds. So as we can see, the market is still going up, so it holds. We know the market's running. We know that at least the baseline of the fundamentals is in place. So as long as machines are online, miners got to pay for our bills. They're expecting to be paid to keep those machines on. That lets us know that they're coming back online. As well as we can see that energy consumption, again, energy being used, is going up. So usage of energy, it doesn't matter how we feel about whatever we feel about, there are machinery going online to try to mine this. This is a mining operation. Let us get it right. It's a Bitcoin mining operation. You're just mining transactions now, right? You're trying to be part of a transaction network, and you get paid to be part of the network if your machinery is up to par. That's just end all be all how this works. So first things first, let's look about where we are. Be fearful when people are greedy. Be greedy when people are fearful. Thing is, this market hasn't yet run its course yet. It'll run it by November, as I've been telling everybody in the Discord, link in the description. The Musical Geniuses Discord. I've said it in Cashland. I've also said it in the 3 a.m. room that I feel that Bitcoin will play the way it's played, and if it plays the way it plays, November will be the pretty much end zone. First week of November, if you want to play there, you can, but I would really be out of it by the first week of December, which we talk about in the charts, in the introduction to sentiment charting, and also when I talk about the seasons of Bitcoin, right? So if you go over here, I have a video that talks about the seasons of Bitcoin, which would be, where are you, seasons of Bitcoin? There it is, right here. This new game and the seasons of Bitcoin. So this one right here, I talk about the seasons of Bitcoin, and I talk about how you see the dip. That's how you see it. So let's look and see the futures. So the next futures settlement will be August 30th. Will be the next potential spike that's gonna happen. So let's see what we've got. We've got playing around over here, but right at this point, I don't think it matters because there's not enough Bitcoin on the exchanges for it to matter. So as I told y'all, I said that this dip was going to happen before it happened. You can see the date. Go to the videos before that. I called it. Then I called this dip and said this dip was going to happen. It happened. I told you this systematic run-up was going to potentially happen, right? And I said it potentially could get us to this line. Here we are at this line. I said this one could potentially get us up to this line. But before we get there, since we haven't got, unless it gets there first to touch it and then come back down, and it may do that. It may touch the line and come back down. Who knows? But right now, we're looking for another spike. So what happens right around here? Oh, look at that. August 30th. We've got a sell-off getting ready. A potential either sell-off or the last spike of a run up, right? If there's people that had contracts to short here, maybe those shorts get killed out. But at the same time, maybe they win over here. Who knows, right? Because we got a 13th. We've got a dip that's getting ready to happen heavy. And that's right around the 15th, which is right around another contract expiring. Actually, it's the first week, and there's a contract that expires right in the first week anyway. Where is it? Hold on. Yep, it'll be right around here, right in between. So yeah, could be this contract right here. It could be this expiring contract. Could do it. We'll see. But like I said, we're gonna have this. We had the run up. It's run up from where it was, and now we're waiting for this dip and subsequent run up. This dip will happen around September the 6th of this year. If it plays out, like I said, I'm just trying to see if it plays out. It's been playing out like I've shown y'all. This is the significant sentiments that happen. I don't know why they happen. I just think that maybe these variables have their thing that happens. I don't know. Anyway, but we know we're looking for the next dip. We have had our run up. I'm not going to do too much with what's going on in CoinGecko. We do have some big things getting ready to roll off, like the Ethereum contract. Let's see. Hold on. What's coming up? Boom. There we go. All right, so let's see. China Roadshow. Nothing major that I can see. No significant things. YouTube has an AMA. I don't know. Or Flux. Get something with them. I don't know what that is. Oh, no. It's Flux doing a YouTube AMA. All right. Yeah, I don't see nothing serious. So we'll see. Let's get into the news. Treasury preps guidance on infrastructure bills, crypto tax. Again, this is the FUD that I expect because look, what I'm expecting is there's a dip. So if there's a dip somewhere in this zone, they're going to do something or say something to piss somebody off and it's going to cause a dip. There's going to be some type of FUD event that triggers this. Something's going to come. So is this the bubbling of the FUD event? I don't know. I just try to play out and just be prepared for it so I'm not surprised. That's why I don't get emotional about this crap. Because if I kind of know systematically there's systematic events, somebody else knows this crap too, and they're running the news to play it. So you just need to deal with the way that they play with the market. That's what happens when institutions get involved. So this could be the news that helps pull it down in a couple weeks, but we'll see. Or it could be the news that rushes it up and something else pulls it down. We'll see what happens. Because like I said, this is a systematic event. I don't know if it's going to happen. There's a potential it's going to happen. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's just going to be, if they've held this down so long that it spring past this, it may spring right past this. I'm just not going to be caught unawares. This is a dip event. So I'm looking at the news now to see if anything that I can see could be causing it, could cause it in the future. This treasury thing could play out to do that, but we'll see. Intel discloses $800,000 investment in Coinbase. Follow money. Companies understand investment in hardware. All of these companies, pieces of software that you're buying on Coinbase, are running on hardware that might need Intel CPUs. This is not a hard one. So Intel is now investing into subliminally the back end. Plus, since a lot of these businesses have a lot of cash on hand. Hold on, and let me check on that. Because that's always a bad sign for a business. It's a business. BUS. BUS. let me see, drowning in cash. That's usually the term. All right, that's usually the term. Companies are drowning in cash and in debt. Companies drowning despite two deals. Let's check the news. All right, so that's not what I'm looking for. Drowning in cash. June 15, points negative. So yeah, tsunami of cash threatens to pin funding rates. There's too much cash inside the system. See, there's a problem when you have a business and you have cash, right? Especially if they're printing money and the cash gets debased. So as you want to buy things, like I want to buy software or I need to buy things for my company, I've got a time when I can buy. And I got to time it, even as a regular person, I got to time it like, oh, wait, a lot of companies are going to do Black Friday deals. I've got to time some of my biggest software purchases right around Black Friday because I want to get the best deals for my business. Now, if you have cash in your business, right, and you have no interest, you're not gaining nothing by holding it in a bank, you're basically earning nothing on it. So leaving your cash just sitting around as the cost of doing business around you goes up is a bad, because you're getting hit. It's bad because you're getting hit with the inflation costs. Everything is going up, including everything and prices for the companies that support you. So the companies that support me, their prices are going up. So then my costs go up. So I have to either leverage that and give it to my customers, or I have to then maybe think about changing my business, because maybe my customers are going to buck back and say, yo, I can't afford this. And I'm like, well, I got to stop this service, which is what I've had to do. The beginning of this year, I pivoted because of the scenario or situation of being a caregiver. I had to pivot and say, I don't have time to handle clients anymore because I'm taking care of my parent. And if I'm taking care of my parent, well, then what am I going to do with, how am I going to do business? How do I earn? My ability to earn with my time is gone when I've lost my time. That's one of the reasons I had to start doing the videos, is because I had to get into investments. I had to figure how to use money to make money. And I had to remember the things, especially since we're in a Bitcoin cycle. I'm like, well, this is the perfect time to gain capital, because the upgrades have happened to the system are going to cause us to want to invest in these new platforms. Like, I'm not speculating on crypto because I think it's going to make me rich. I'm looking at this technology and saying, yo, I know how much it costs for my databases. Yo, I'm running thousands of dollars on hardware, y'all. Period. Like, point blank. And it's to gain, and the servers are just there to try to get attention. They're just websites that sit there for people to peruse, to not get any clients or service work from me. Back in the day, before, that's what ToxicHustle was. I just ripped it away from that. That's why it doesn't have much of a direction, because right now I've been looking at what is going to be the system that drives everything, because WordPress can't scale. So I have to do a new business model for myself. Between time, I'm looking at my customers and clients that I do want to help get their businesses up. And I'm having a crisis of faith with WordPress. And that's how I built my business. I built my business on WordPress. But now the next phase of my business can't work on it. To have high traffic communities doing high traffic workloads, that's an Amazon effect. I need another database. I need a new system to handle. I need to work with APIs. I got to look at new content management systems. And I'm looking at a couple. Right? So when you're drowning in cash, you've got to do something with it to earn. Intel's one of those companies who's been making money in tech for so long. And yeah, their investment in their CPUs, but it's getting to a point where, because of the robotics that's used in the manufacturing process, it's costing less and less and less to manufacture. So now they have to do something with that cash. Some of that cash needs to be invested in the future of the tech. So they need to put their feelers and their fingers into the business to be able to guide it to its chips. Hey, what are you building? Oh, you're building that? Use our here. We'll give you some chips to manufacture. Hardware. What are you doing? What are you doing? They're now getting into this new software because that's what this is, y'all. This is a new servers. There's new software to run on these servers. I can put new kinds of sites up, decentralized apps. We keep talking about that. I've been leading y'all down a path because I've been leading myself down a path. Ever since I got back into crypto when I came back in with robots, and then China was trying to crush the robot dreams. But the robots ran through the entire crash. And the robots are for one purpose and one purpose only. Y'all can't get gassed, and I won't let you be. You can't be gassed on what's about to happen in Bitcoin this year because it happened before. And look at this spike. November was the craziest month. That's why I said it's going to go crazy. Just wait till November. It's going to go crazy. Right now, we're in this little part right here. Not even in October yet. Look, we're not even in October yet. That's why I said this is going to go mad, but then it crashes back down to the levels it was right about in October. So when we get to the levels in October, right? October is going to come. We're going to be at these crazy levels. And when it crashes, it's going to bounce back to those October levels. That's just how it works. So I then know after it crashes, it's going to crash all the way down until about February. Then it's going to settle around March. That's why you'll hear me say March, April timeframe. Right around March, right? And then it goes, and then June, I can still get in. So if I miss it here, it'll rise up, but it'll come back down. So that was the pattern before. I went back into the past and I saw it again. Same around the same time. I went back again. Every year, these are multiple years. It follows a systematic pattern. Look at the colors. I colorized it for a reason, for my eyes to see it. When you start seeing that there's a seasonal pattern, that's why there's the seasons of Bitcoin. I made a video for you. So we have to realize companies are going to be in here for that long term and that cycle. This reason why I even talk about this long spans after the crash, after we get through this pump, we're going to get through this crash as long until the next halving cycle, which will be 2024. So this is the development time, and Intel is getting in now, which is smart. Get in now before the spike and then be involved and that's why I keep telling y'all, 2022 through 2024 is the time to be heads down in crypto building applications. All right. So President of Argentina open to Bitcoin and the central bank and a central bank dollar coin. But the central bank says no. The central bank doesn't quite understand the what we see is a change of the guard. I don't care how nobody feels about it. We have to understand what Michio Kaku, like, I need y'all to really start listening to this guy. This Japanese brother right here. He literally on, like, there should be YouTube videos of like his predictions. What's going to happen in the 2050 and what they're trying to do with AI. the future of travel, time travel, all of that. He basically breaks down metaphysics in a simple way, in a decent way, right? And especially his like 2030. Let's see if he has one. The World in 2030. I'm gonna actually break down one. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna break down the 2030 scenario for y'all, because y'all don't see what they're gonna do in 2030. If you understand how the world works in 2030, you'll see the infrastructure of it's being built right now. So if you want to get a jump start before I do the video, because I'll have to do that for y'all to get it, but if you want to get a jump start and get your homework in, just watch that. That'll let you know why I'm headed the direction I'm going. Because automation is going to be rampant by then. The systems that run governments, the systems that run businesses, the systems that run your home, the systems that run your transportation are all going to be talking to each other, paying money for data, back and forth, little bits of data. Here, I'll give you some money to give me this data. All right, well, but all that's going to be going on, and you're just traveling. But meantime, between time, there's a system of money exchanging back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's what this infrastructure is, the Internet of Things. I need y'all to let that sink in your head, man, because y'all stubborn. Y'all stubborn. Like, for real. Like, did it matter? Like, before you even knew what an internet was, right? Nobody believed in the internet. Nobody believed in it. Everybody said it was a scam. Everybody said it was fake. Hackers use it. The same crap you're hearing right now. It keeps you away. It keeps you being dumb from code. Like, literally, you want to put a fear on code. Something you can write. It's plain text. Unless you have the logic sense to either figure it out or don't. Or just want to be impatient. Or just don't want to know. But if you don't want to know, then just shut up. Just shut up about it. If you don't want to know. If you want to know, then just ask. If you want to know, then just read. Consume the information. Just like people built websites, what do you think it was when you were writing the code before there was websites? You were a hacker. You hacked together code. Hackers in the beginning of the computer revolution hacked together PCs. I've shown you pirate flags flying at the Apple offices. And I keep telling you, this is a pirate lifestyle we live in. The pirates are the families that run this environment. We know their names. We've seen their family crests. We know their private sectors and parties and orders, right? So what? What does it matter when there's another country who has a person who doesn't get any of that but is smarter than them and can outposition them? Power is not kept just because you say it's kept. Power is either earned out of respect, or it can be taken by force, but it's never kept by that. You can't keep people under your thumb forever. Empires rise, empires fall. And if you don't ever think an empire falls and you think the empire is that damn strong, then how weak is your mind? Why are they that powerful? Why are you giving the devil that much strength? Sounds like you ain't got no faith. Maybe you have a crisis of faith. Maybe. But if I know what they're going to build, then either I can invest in the transformation and be able to control my little sector of the data, because that's all this is that they just want to own your data, and they will own it completely. Some of it you'll be able to lock away, but of course people are lazy. So as they make these systems easier and easier, you get and lose the custodial rights to the transactional revenue of the new digital fiat system. Do you think there's going to be more Amazon or less Amazon? Do you think there's going to be more robots in restaurants or less? Do you think there's going to be more robot kitchens or less? Hold on. Let's go into that, right? Let's go into ghost kitchens. Perfect for blockchain. Touchless ordering payment, ghost kitchen. Ghost kitchen. Ghost kitchens are the wave of the future in 2020. Wendy's to open 700 ghost kitchens by 2025. Basically, you order, they deliver. You don't have to go anywhere. Pick up your poison sandwich. Automated. We will deliver it to you. They're showing you Domino's. Auto delivery. What? Self-driving delivery. Coming to a neighborhood near you. Like, stop playing. What do you think this is running on the back end? It's going to use 5G to piggyback, because that's getting ready to build a hub. There's a thing called helium. Like, I know my shit. Like, if y'all ain't gonna, y'all prove me wrong. I keep telling y'all, don't talk nothing unless you got the ammo to back it. Look, there is a network of wireless. This is on the blockchain. People are getting paid to set up wireless devices. Stop playing with me. There's an explorer. Here's a map. Put in your frickin' zip code. So let's say I say 11003. Hold on. Damn. Right? Boom. Dry Pebble Moose, whatever. Austin, Texas. Boom. Zoom. Net. Look at the grid net now. Stop playing with me. Don't act like I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. The sky has grid coordinates now. As you can see, the grid is locking up on how much radiation is going to be running around. So much so, you better go watch Big Sean. Y'all need to go watch Big Sean. Hold on. Big Sean and Cribs. Let me see if they actually... He had... Yeah, Cribs returns. In his cribs, in one of his homes, he has a diffuser for 5G. I gotta watch it again so I can find out the title of that stuff, and I'll put it in the 3 a.m. Discord. Like, literally, to diffuse that shit. Like, gotta start thinking about that. Right? When I'm talking to y'all, I'm not talking from off the cuff like I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm a grown old head. I'm not in here thinking things are sweet. I'm thinking this system is in place. So this is what that network is going to run these things. These things are going to be driving everywhere, right? So let's see, robotic ghost kitchen, right? Let's do it there. Is that going to be a thing? Boom. Robots, hot or not? Oh yeah, robotic dark kitchen. All right, there we go. Like I don't know, like I know, like I know. Hold on. I had to put that on mute because we ain't going to do no damn ad. Let's skip that. Right. Let's scroll through. Let's see. Good dude. See, boom. See, they got robotic kitchens. So they'll be scaling up the workload of manufacturing food. And that can run on the back end of a blockchain because you don't want to centralize your database. Because if somebody hacks your centralized database, well, they can basically shut you down. Like what you're seeing with the power grids and all the grids that are being upgraded that I talked about inside the Discord at 3 a.m. in the Musical Geniuses. The reason why these systems are getting hacked is because they're centralized. And they've understood and now understand you need to basically have a set of eyes watching your network. So you need to open your network. Bitcoin fills the void of the tech, giving you transparency to machinery and data. Ethereum then puts that data and makes you run applications, hence dApps, decentralized apps. That's how you get DeFi. How you can build a bank decentralized finance. Let's just see the tech. I can put an app on a chain and it's slow as heck right now. But what happens when it speeds up? What happens when it's 100,000 transactions a second? 100,000, one quintillion transactions a second, like it don't even matter. Because the computer just keeps growing and growing and growing. Because this world computer is coming. And everybody's running to try to build their own. Not everybody's going to win. Not everybody's going to win. Right? So that's what's coming. Automation in the robot, in every space. Every space. So none of these countries, none of these businesses, especially as you grow your own infrastructures, they're going to have a real hard time when your company is not on a border. Like, I want you to understand what happens when you put your company on a server that has no borders. Now, if you don't own part of the network, which you don't issue out immediately, you issue it out in trickles, and you do it smart. You make people buy in, but you make sure you're choosing the right people that can buy into the network at first. We have to be smarter with these business networks. We're not going to be that. Not every network's a kumbaya, a free for all. XRP is proof of that. That's another way for a wave of banks and banking to be handled. That's going to be the Western Union type beats, right? The old architecture type beats. And it has a programming language. Again, if you can program on it, it makes sense. It's a network. Whose network does more transactions? Whose network can I build an app that can now do something that I can get paid for directly to a wallet of my choice? Is it truly decentralized, or can you turn my app off? If you can turn my app off, I got a problem with that. So I need to be able to make sure that whatever network my app is on should be able for me to migrate my app off of said network if I needed to. You see where I'm getting at? So if you needed to clone your app, one, it should already be on a decentralized network that can't be compromised. That's what I'm looking at next year, right? So as we get deeper into the development cycle, that's what I'm looking at next year after the crash. So as these countries are being told by these antiquated systems that they are not allowed to do something, but they just want to print money because they have nothing else up their sleeves that they can do, well, it's up to individuals to do business and keep the system running. If not, the system crashes because nobody does anything to change it. What's out there ain't working. We can't work. You can't get a job as a quote unquote web developer because part of that you don't even Wix. You could spin up a GoDaddy. You don't need a quote unquote web developer anymore. I can tell you that I'm a web developer. Do you think you're gonna be a graphic designer? That was one of the first jobs I pivoted away from, to be a web designer. Then I left web design to be a web developer. Then I left web developer to be a UI, UX, user interface, user experience developer. Then I stopped that because I was like, oh shoot, AI is gonna code AI, so screw this. Why am I running a dummy mission? I just need to come up with systems of businesses. How do I earn fiat? Case closed. MG has a business model. He sells samples. I then want to buy those samples. What I want to do is flip those samples into other things that earn revenue, pay myself, and issue either A, more purchases to MG, or B, hey MG, let me hit you out for some extra bread. Here, in this wallet that's in this Coinbase, this fiat. I will give you the equivalent of $1 in revenue payments consistently for being able to use said samples in said video games that are on blockchain networks. Get it? What do we care as long as we can convert it to USD? What do we care when we can swipe it at an ATM? At any given point, the bank can say, I'm freezing your account, right? At any given point, PayPal has shut me down. Like literally, PayPal. I grew my business so fast one time. I was making so much money. PayPal shut me down. I had to prove who I was because I was making way too much money for them. That's this BS we got to deal with. So that's why when you tell me I can have a wallet and they can't stop the transaction going to my wallet unless you try to reverse the entire network, well, there you go. Now, would they try to do that in the future? Of course. That's that private transaction network mumbo jumbo they're getting ready to do. And that's why I said Bitcoin ain't forever. It's for now. Until I find a network that feels a little bit more free. Internet's already stolen and broken. Like, it's already as closed off as you can be. Internet ain't free no more. It used to feel different, man. Y'all don't know how that feeling was. The feeling that you could be on the internet and nobody knew. Now, you can't go nowhere on the internet where nobody knows. Google knows where you are, or Apple knows where you are at all times. And now Apple wants to read every file on your device. So we've got to get out of the mysticism of what tech should be and understand that your privacy is gone. How you make money, I don't even know in the future. If you ain't on the same path that I am, because I had to make a shift from development. I'm sitting on my ass on the computer. That's development. And make pivots because I see development shutting down. And I have to get to practicality. I got to build functional business apps that earn me money. Well, where is the money? Well, all of it's going in the digital sector. Same as it did in the internet sector. And there's physical hardware devices that are coming. So let's see. This startup is disrupting digitalized storage data, right? StoreX. So again, how does an application store its files? How do those files then get called up from the application? The centralized storage. Right now, storing anything on the blockchain is slow. And that's no different than when you had websites when they first got started. If you were building sites in early 2000s, I had a GeoCities account, right? And GeoCities was dog shit slow. And we made some ugly ass sites that just had flashing GIFs all over them. It was horrible how the internet was designed. But we learned. It was slow, but we used it for what it was, a portfolio. I used it as a portfolio. I just put some images up, used my shit as a portfolio. And that's how I earned my money when the internet transition happened. When Even my mom and uncle didn't believe. Like everybody in the Caribbean, you're supposed to be a nurse, straight up, or in the medical field. Like, hey boy, you need to be in. Like my uncle sat me down. My Uncle Sam was like, yo, your mother tells me that you on a damn computer all the time, and you don't do nothing. You're just sitting on a computer. Sitting on a computer ain't gonna make you no money. And I said, well, how much money am I supposed to be making? He's like, at least $50,000. A few years later, I made $45,000. I came back to him. I was like, okay, I made 45, and I can make 50 in a couple of years. And I'm doing it sitting on a computer. It doesn't matter how anybody feels about the technology. I believed in the internet before anybody else around me saw it. Period. Saw it. I saw it clear. I was like, oh crap, this is like magazines. Oh shit, you can have a page that could be like a magazine. You can run your own damn magazine. All you would have to do is share your URL with somebody and you are a mag. Boom, all these magazines came. I didn't have no money for that. I wasn't a writer. I didn't know how to build people or unify people to build an organization. But it came and it went. Then I saw Napster and I was like, oh, this is going to change music. Yo, screw it. I stopped. Like, the minute I went to the studio with one of my homeboys in Manhattan, and we were going to try to go to D&D, right? Dig it in the crates. But we couldn't get nowhere near that because it cost way too much money. So we found another place to go to. So we went to that place, and I walked in there, and literally homeboy had my dad's stuff. I was like, yo, he's got a Mac. He's got some new software. It's not Cakewalk that my dad was using. He's got some new software. And I was like, and he's got plugins, this thing called Waves. I was like, okay, so wait. And this is 99, y'all. This is 1999. It's before I got deep into deep in computers. This is 99. I'm like, yo, I'm going to a studio. My homeboy's paying $1,000 for this session. And I'm like, we could do this at my house. If I get a good mic, if I get a computer, I already had my computer. I was like, yo, if I just get the software, and I was like, I know Dad he was using Cakewalk, so I should. I mean, I might be on a PC. Went and looked it up, and it was. And figured out how you figure out how to get the software. Like everybody got their first music software. Y'all know what I mean. Pirate hustle. Same thing I did to learn every piece of software I needed to know. Photoshop, everything. But now, it's too cheap. It's too cheap. And it's $19 for freaking Photoshop. $19. Learn the hell out of that and at least do designs for CD covers. That could be $25 a pop or even $10 a pop. It's some fiat, right? So my goal is always can I take a little bit of money out of whatever the hustle is and flip it? So what's this new hustle? We've got new servers. They're called blockchain machines. They're currently learning to run code like smart contracts, i.e. Cardano. I told y'all about Cardano was under $1. I told you about Elrond. Told you about Matic. Been talking about Matic. Why? Why do I talk about these things? They're things that you can build code on. Well, you're talking about XRP now. Well, all I see as ads for the XRP ledger now. They got programmed. They're talking about like over 1,000 transactions a second. Come on now. We're in transactions per second is the new Cold War. 5G and all that. How many transactions does your blockchain do? How many applications are on the blockchain? Those are going to be the same specs you're going to hear. Look, it's on CNBC. Straight up. It's on CNBC now. They weren't talking about crypto. Now they just act like they've been in this shit. So what you got to look at is, as a business hustle, what do you need in this world to run a business? And what are you going to need in the next software shift for that business? One of them is storage. It's the base of the internet. It's how you put an HTML file someplace, right? So if I want to put a website up, it's nothing more than an HTML file that's talking to your browser. That's it. Just HTML. It's static. If I want to have dynamic or stuff that's live or can change, like a blog, so I post something and then it shows you my new post and it keeps a track of all the posts I have, and it can, and then I have templates that just spit out the same kind of content over and over again, right? So that we could build pages out. Then you need a database. So you attach a database to a way to present HTML. That is all an app is. For the most part, I simplified it down. So what is a blockchain server? It's just another machine running code. Right now, it just does dumb code. It just counts numbers, does math. And somebody wins the math lotto and gets paid. But people are putting machines up to do that. So whatever. I'll bet on y'all betting on it. And I'll take my bet with my robots running on the back end. Chilean peso stablecoin goes live. Again, I'm telling you, central bank dollar coins or country coins are coming. Period. Point blank. So every country, every city, every state will start asking themselves, should I do something for my city? Should I put on for my city? On. They're going to be asking that. And whomever decides to get into something that leverages enough cash flow, the next mayor is going to be the person that says, I made already $1 billion in this damn city with tech, and I've already expanded all over this city with tech. Y'all just let me run this. Okay. I'm not going to Pied Piper right into it. It's going to be run by CEOs. Tech is taking over cities. Has already. Now they're just controlling everything. You see it with farmland with Bill Gates. Tech is controlling everything because they can they've just learned to optimize. Some of that optimization ain't good. But the way we've optimized now, we haven't taken all the fallout in regard. So how do we now eradicate without using pesticides? How do we use bots to laser weeds rather than use any pesticides on them? Get it? So we're now doing a different type of farming. They'll be organic without it really being organic because you're not using some inorganic poison to kill the weeds or the bugs. You're just zapping the hell out of them and just being the scourge, robotic scourge of the land. We're now going to have robotic pest control. Billionaire Mark Cuban issued a serious crypto warning even as Bitcoin needs 50,000. Yes, we're going to have a dip. And this is their first seasons. They're going to be really freaked out. I was freaked out. This is their first season, y'all. Their first season in. So you've got to understand they're going to freak. They're going to freak. They're going to freak because they don't know what this looks like. I know what this looks like. I know how long this runs for because I've gone back into the past, all the way back down here in 2015, and I watched it. Then I watched it again in 2017. Well, I watched it from afar, but I did the data and I went back and I looked. Then I saw what happened in the last crash that I lived through, which was the 2016 to 2017 crash, right? And then I lived through this long span of time called crypto winter. And then I'm now past this happening cycle into this, it's my second season. So my first season, I've been in here. I came in a little late, but I came into the first season. And then I'm in my second season. He hasn't been really in a season in this. He's in his first season. So he's going to be shook once. As he should be. But he also is being smart with his money. Bitcoin bull eyes 50,000. Yeah, we'll hit there. Axie Infinity becomes Ethereum's first NFT gain to hit $1 billion in sales. That was 6 days ago. So these are all old, right? So I don't really have any new news in the crypto space. I didn't really find anything really serious. Let's check out what the AI's found, right? Biggest 12-month gainers. But I bet you the data plays. Let's see. Who's the gainers? BTC and ETH, of course. GameStars. GameStars tokens. Mirrorcoin. These are new ones I haven't heard of. Mirrorcoin global adoption. Who's the article written by? Hold on, because first you got to take that with a Bitcoin news by Jamie. Other words, independent writer who's writing their own crap. Out of here. Get out of here with that. Let's see. 4 coins, possible scenarios. Let's see who this is. Again, Daily Hodl staff. There we go. So what are we talking about? Luna. Talked about Terra. That's another network you can put applications on. I'm telling you about networks. You see, I talk the same-ish. RVN. I don't know what that is. RVN BTC? Don't know what that is. Atom, Cosmos. Yep, I got that. Woo Trade. I don't know what that is. And of course, ETH. Let's see. Bitcoin firm reveals its total Bitcoin reserves. BitMix. They have 110,000 Bitcoin. 5.23 billion. $5.23 billion. Yo, y'all think that people are playing with money. Like these companies are playing with money. Y'all think they are playing with it. Smart contracts now scheduled to arrive on conduct. Yeah, September 12th. Smart contracts. So you should be seeing Cardano pumping. Booyah. And I told you about Cardano months ago when it was at $1 or under. Told you about Cardano. Told you. I told you this is a $5. This is a 5-year play for me. 5-year play. I'm also staking that. Come on now. Time to get in. Because, like I said, look, Cardano made by the same people that make Ethereum. He was on the same team. They were both on this same team. Come on now. I'm just showing you something. That's all. In time. They're already the number 3 coin. Come on now. In time. Where you at? That's all I'm saying. They've already passed Binance. They've already passed XRP. They've already passed Doggy Coin. Which don't do nothing but have Elon attached. It'll do something soon. Maybe next year. Maybe the year after next. Next cycle, Dogecoin's going to be a serious threat. I'm not sleeping. That's a long-term position too. Just because it's Elon's play and Mark Cuban. Both of them are playing that coin. So 2 billionaires on one coin. Come on now. I'm not going to be dumb. I'm not going to miss that. Come on now. Not dumb. Polkadot. That's another infrastructure play right there. Chainlink, infrastructure play. Solana, infrastructure play. This is a decentralized app sitting on a decentralized infrastructure play. That's proof of it right there, right? Polygon, that's a Matic, that's a network, right? Stellar, network. They even have it in the name. Network. It's a file storage network. Another smart contract network. Another network. This is an app running on Matic's network. Like, y'all gotta get it. Even wrapped Bitcoin is a network. Networks that are doing things. So with this getting ready to go live, huge. really huge. So star these up. 5 new altcoins launched across Coinbase's crypto. Let's see what we got. I should have gotten into this token so early and I didn't. Oh, I should have got in. I should have got in. Axie Infinity, I was going to get into. That's the game, play to earn game that's getting smashed right now, but it'll get through whatever it's getting through. But this Quick is the quick exchange on Matic network. So they're investing in decentralized exchanges. I told y'all exchange coins. I be telling y'all exchange coins are important. Y'all give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I gotta get some. My apologies, y'all. Had to get a package. All right. So, like I said, right now I should have gotten into the exchange coins. Did not get into my exchange coin of Quick Swap. That's the Matic exchange. Should have, could have, did not. But those are the things you miss. So, again, I told y'all. Rockstar, Gene Simmons, yeah, he's talking about Bitcoin. He's getting all these rockers involved. You know, they're going to want a piece. Bitcoin whale abruptly moves 670 billion in BTC. The firm's latest exchange, held exchanges, has fallen to a 26-month low. Okay, so what they're talking about is the fact that from Binance to Zapo. So I don't know what Zapo is. All right. According to this, moved major exchange into a wallet at a crypto custody. Okay, so what does that mean? Somebody bought a whole lot of Bitcoin and then moved it into a custodian company that holds that. So like a bank. It's like a, if you consider it kind of like a safe deposit box. Right, so that's what you can now have. You can have custodial services like a safety deposit box. So that way you can also do things with like generational wealth, right? If I pass, how do I pass my crypto and my wallet keys to my inheritors of my estate? Because we're going into a digital age. It's not going to be on paper. These contracts are going to be digital. Your contract for your house will be a digital one. It'll be like an NFT. Right? Make sense? Y'all gotta pardon me. I wanted some damn ice cream as well while I was down there. All right, so yeah, crypto custody. So it's moving off of exchanges. So what that means is when they say crypto is moving off of exchanges, what they're talking about is the fact that crypto is moving into storage wallets. That means they're not trying to sell it. That means they're holding it for a while. So that is a good sign. And they're also saying that it's the ratio of BTC on exchanges has now fallen to its lowest since June of 2019. That was right before the last. All right, so June of 2019. Let's go to June and what happened in June of 2019. So let's go, we're 2018. June of 2019. Boom. Here we go. It was at its lowest of June of 2019. Look what happened. Surge. Up. Surge. Up. Come on. Simple economics. Simple. Supply, demand. If there's not enough supply and there's a lot of demand, stock price is going to go higher. And what's happening now is, since they're moving it off of the exchange, it means they're not using it to trade. It means it's no liquidity. If there's no liquidity, it means it's a scarcer asset. That means the price will go up. Once it gets to the price that they feel comfortable, which is around the 100,000 mark, they're going to begin exiting positions and waiting for the bottom, because they control the market. I just follow their system of control. I ain't the one doing it. I'm just watching the game. I'm just riding the wave. The wave comes in cycles, right? Waves come in cycles, right? Are we mariners of the waters? Or are we still controlled by them? I thought we were Moors. I thought we were mariners. I thought we controlled commerce. If we're not, what commerce do we control? Remember, I keep telling y'all, Moors didn't call themselves Moors. Moors just did work. So what's your work? What waters do you control? I'm controlling at least my waters. My waters are financial. I control financial waters. May not be a lot. It's a little bit. I'll show you with the robots after the news. Let's dig in, right? All right, so money's coming off the exchanges, going into private wallets, meaning that's going to be that way for a good, they're going to hold on for a good long while. You don't do that. You don't take on the extra expense of moving your money, getting fees for moving your money, to then move your money right back out. Big money don't move money that much, but they move it smartly. They know when they're going to move it back out. They'll move it back out in November. Investing in gold, strategist analyzes why nobody wants your rocks. Oh, I'm going to look at that later. Ethereum, XRP, and Cardano lead crypto market billion boost. Yes, this is what happened last cycle, y'all. Why do you see me put all this in order? Like all these tabs. Hold on, let me move my my mouse so I can look at my screen better. As you see all these tabs up here, the reason why I go through all of this in my day, why I look at this, is not just for you. This is how I go through my day. Typically, it's not in one row and in one timeline. I might do this sporadically throughout the day, throughout the night. But then I started optimizing my workload so I could just get a sense of the market faster than an entire day. Maybe I could slam it into like an hour or 3. Right? And that's what you're seeing here. So I'm looking at the market. Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, I already told y'all, systems. Right? Then you got Venmo. So now Venmo wants to get into the action. Launches a crypto cashback reward. How would they be able to do that? Who owns Venmo? Is it PayPal? Is Venmo a PayPal company? Boop, boop, boop. Hold on. They're trying to be funny. Hold on. Let me show you something. Hold on. They're trying to be funny. They're trying to be real funny. They're trying to be cute. PayPal. Thank you. There we go. Venmo is a mobile payment service owned by PayPal. All right. So now, do you understand what I'm doing? What I did? Why I did that for, right? So Venmo is going to be giving you back cash back in crypto. How convenient is that? How would they be able to pull that off? Well, PayPal owns Bitcoin, and they're also owning networks, and they own servers that are mining cryptocurrency. They can give you cash back in this now. When you were earning interest at your bank account, you were earning interest because they were able to take your money and invest it into other things. And at the end of the year, you get a summary of said investments. Now, how they used to do it was they would invest in local businesses, and those local businesses would make them a profit. They don't invest in local businesses anymore because they're too big for that. Because these banks are no longer local banks. They're international banks. So if you have an international bank, they only care about international issues, not local issues. They no longer have any way to take money in their bank and make money from it from the businesses that would be supplying the payments for the work that they do. What they've done is they bought a bunch of paper called derivatives, and they've invested in mathematical equations. The derivative market is starting to fail. Let's see if I'm talking crazy. Give me a second. Damn it. Was people talking about a derivative crash? Hold on. Do that first, then do this. Derivative. Let me see. Crash course. So they're putting it towards crypto, which is just as bad. See, because, all right, see, now I'm understanding. Okay, check this out. This is what happens when the lexicon changes on you. Check this out. Derivatives and any issue of a derivative crash, all of the news would be talking about the actual stock market. Immediately now, they're talking about the crypto market. So I need to tell it to specifically at stocks. Okay. Here we go. While it's not quote unquote it's options derivatives. Let me see something. No, is options a derivative? Option is a derivative. Okay. Okay, so all of these are, so any options is a derivative. Okay, gotcha. So I just didn't understand the terminology. That's its value Oh, I gotcha. Hold on. They actually give me a derivative is a financial contract that gets its value, risk, and basic term structure from an underlying asset. Options are a category of derivatives. Have the right but not the obligation to buy or sell the underlying asset, equities, currencies, and commodities. So you get the option to buy. And that's why they have to buy back those shares at the end of the option cycle. Gotcha. So what it was a way for you to buy into it. Futures contracts. The futures. All derivatives. Okay. Okay. So basically what they're saying is all of these contracts are derivatives, and all of these contracts can be betting for or against a specific thing. Gotcha. All right. I gotcha. So what Buffett is saying is there's a trading problem. There's too many people that are already on the derivatives market. Meme stocks. Got you. Okay. So that's how this business can do it. That is how this business can do it. Is that they're making crazy trades. And also part of the network. PayPal is being a part of the back end. Coinbase aims to be the Amazon of crypto. They want to sell every and any product that they can. Yeah, they're trying to be the Amazon, the all you can eat, buy. But they are kind of smart about some of the coins that they actually are buying. We may not understand it, but it's not for us. They want to have as many networks that they earn from as possible. And that's why they'll be one of the top banks in the crypto space, is because they have all these ways to be network validators. Here's why institutional investment in crypto is heating up dramatically. What are they saying? In a new growing institutional investment participation is part of a widespread increase in the awareness of crypto assets and digital asset industry at large. As the blockchain and crypto sector has matured, so has the nature of its investors. In H121, a significant amount of I guess a quarter. I guess it's the British way of saying it. We say Q1. Q1 21, a significant amount of institutional money flowed into the crypto space, highlighting the broadening of investor base. Yeah. I told you, when the market was dipping, they got the price down as much. The market was crashing. They bought in at the lowest point, which is January, right after the crash. Bought in early. It ran up. FUD came, brought it down. And then they wrote it, and they're going to ride it back up. And then FUD will come, it'll bring it down in November. Once it crashes in November, that'll be the end of it until the cycle starts back up, which will be 2024. Well, it'll start heating back up in 2020. No, 2024. All right. Let's see. Half of 21. So, yeah. Basically, they're investing. They're getting deeper into it. They're doing it because it's a smart time to do it. Plus, they are laden in cash. They are dripping in cash. These 4 Ethereum competitors are set to explode this year. Bet you Cardano's one. Solana. Solana. Polkadot. Didn't I just say that to you? Cardano. Didn't I just say that to you? Elrond. And I've been talking about that. Chainlink. Come on now. when you write applications, it's not like you're even guessing. If you look at this from a computer developer's mindset, if you stay there and always think of it as, hey, I want to build an application, or I want to just put up some code on the web. You can just put a little text file on the web, right? How would you put it up there? Where would it be stored? How would it be seen? Because even if it could be seen, it should be seen. Even if you just wanted to put up a link to a video of a YouTube video that you just want to say hi, how do you do it? How can you say hello world? And when you figure that out, that is where you're investing in. You're investing in communication. Internet is just communication. Started with text files and HTML. Then AOL came and got us some live chat, which was just queued messages. Submit in this line of text, queue it into the system, show it up when it comes up. As the internet got faster and faster, we went from chat to text to live stream. FaceTime, right? Zoom, right? We don't go backwards. But when we do go backwards, there's your opportunity to say, oh, wait. Y'all don't have what? So y'all got a way to put an app up. Okay, that's cool. Y'all's database is real slow, but that's going to speed up. How do you do video? Oh, I can do it that way? How do you do audio? Oh, I can do it that way? Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. Ethereum could hit 20,000 in the next 5 years. Bitcoin. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to show you what they're doing. I'm going to show you exactly what they're doing. So, Bitcoin here hit 20,000. Bitcoin in the cycle before that. Hold on. Let's see how cute they being. Let's see how cute they being. How cute they being, y'all. Let's see. That was right before the last cycle. So then February there was some type of crash. So its lowest point was around here. And then it shot all the way up here. See, I told y'all that this August dip and there's a November dip. It didn't do the December crash, but it did do a January dip. But it was, you had a halving cycle for 2016. And then you had that 2017 run. So the question was, where was Bitcoin during the last cycle? Right? Because this is cycle for Bitcoin's 20,000 run. So Bitcoin down here was in the 900 zone. Then it went from 900 zone all the way up to the 20,000 zone. Let me show you something. $2020, we're in the 300 zone. This cycle we hit to the 5,000. Next cycle, we may hit to the 20,000. Maybe. There's a possibility. Switzerland, Leon Tech offers crypto assets to investors. Are y'all offering funds or actual crypto? Structured products on crypto assets. There it is. I wanted to see something because a friend of mine's been telling me over and over about phrasing. Leontech is presenting a extensive range of products to investors in Germany and Austria. After a successful expansion into its home market, Switzerland, it offers exposure to a total of 18 crypto assets, which can be traded in a securitized format in three. See, it's a securitized format. You're getting exposure to a securitized format. You're not going to own Bitcoin. He's been in the banks. And he's now in crypto. And he's been in crypto way longer than me. He was like, no. They're going to be given exposure to crypto. Just like we give them exposure to oil. You don't get a truck of oil that shows up at your door. You can get exposure to gold, but you're not going to get any gold at your door. You're going to have to sell that gold back, or the contract of gold, or the exposure to gold back for fiat. But you will not hold any real Bitcoin. When they say, hey, I want to move my Bitcoin to my own wallet, then I'll be like, oh, you don't own Bitcoin. You own the Bitcoin contract. Hold on, let me get this back in the fridge. Woo, sorry about that. Trying to enjoy my last bit of sugary sweets. I'm about to be phasing away from like ice creams and acids. Try to get healthier. And reduce my acidity, like Dr. Sebi says, you know? Gotta stop eating this acidic food. All right, so yeah, he was right. They're only going to get exposure, man. That word is ill. Top trader says Cardano looking better than Ethereum. Doubles down. Like I told y'all, I don't invest past the windows. I don't chase bulls. I don't chase the bull. I don't chase it at all. If you don't get into a play before the play happens, you don't chase it. Now, certain plays I wish I had jumped into, you miss. But I've also learned from my last time in this damn last season, those plays sometimes ain't bad to miss. And at the end of the day, you're waiting for the winners, man. There's going to be 1, 2, and 3. But you're just trying to pick which one of the 3 is going to break to the top side. Who has the best leverage point to become number 1 fastest? Put some pressure on these fools, right? So it is looking really interesting. If he delivers, it's looking really, really interesting. These 5 altcoins have solid potential. I bet you we're going to be looking at the same names. ADA, Solana, Luna, Matic, all the network coins that I keep talking about. Like, I told y'all, this game isn't that hard. You don't have to have 5 million coins. You really could just have 4 or 5. And then stop looking at the market all day. Do other things. IOTEX Orion protocol. I keep hearing about Orion and I have not really dug deep into it. BitMEX reaches 100,000 settlement. That means they're smack on the hand. Let's keep it moving. Bitcoin enters institutional era as $1 million transactions start to dominate Glassnode. That's all that stuff I was telling you about. Like, Glassnode is this program right here. And you see that's going on. Let's go here. Let's go to 1K. What they're talking about. Let's see, this is flat. The 1K wallets are flat. The 100 wallets are dipping. They've been selling off. Wait, this is old. This is old. Hold up. This is old. Weird. This shows how long I've been out of the damn pocket. Jeez. I've been out of pocket way too long. Hold on one second. Let me copy this because my info is way out of date. I didn't realize I was gone that long, y'all. Jeez. Y'all gotta be letting me know. I don't know. Save. All right. Let me put this back to where it was. There we go. All right. There we go. Put back on my last stream. All right. So yeah, now I can see properly. Let's see what's going on here. Again, yep, we've been seeing skyrocketing, buying up. We're all the way back up here, buying up. Yep. Then the 1K wallet's been still flat. Still hasn't really been doing any pushing. The 100 wallets, the 100 Bitcoin wallets are up. The 10 Bitcoin wallets are up. I'm probably going to see crazy numbers over here. Yes, definite surge up to the upside. Buy. Look at that steep, sharp up on the 0.01s. Steep, getting crazy with the sharpness. So again, look at that. We're just seeing everybody buying. So Again, I don't take it for granted on these things, but we also got to realize Bitcoin it's still early. Crazy-ish. It's still early. Like, you got to understand, there's a lot of money not in crypto. There's like 5% of the investment market in crypto. Most hedge funds, they're all saying we have like 1%, 2%, 3% of our portfolio. Like right now, 5% is the average of their portfolios in crypto. How much of their portfolio is still in like derivatives, right? Like large sums, like 30, 40% are on these options and derivative options. Like a good chunk of their portfolio is in that high risk market. If they could pull that back and have something that's a cyclical asset that appreciates value, come on now. And it's a network, so it's doing something in the digital space that we now need done, because, you know, we're all going to be digital beings. We are already digital beings. Damn near cyborgs. So, Coinbase smashing records. Everybody else has a hard time in these streets. They did $2 billion in a quarter. Come on, man. I keep telling y'all, this game ain't what you think it is. And a lot of that is the back end transactions from trading that's going back and forth. So this number is probably a lot in trades. It's like trade action, right? Quarter, 24 million individuals both invested and engaged in at least one investing product. This is up 25%. They're buying products. DeFi, NFTs, people are getting on the market to buy NFTs. So, not surprising. Bitcoin, Ethereum up 10%. Veteran trader updates outlook on Cardano, of course, because they gave a date for when they're going to roll out smart contract next month. Bitcoin's everything's gonna go crazy. Litecoin, Chainlink, Uniswap could be all ready for fireworks. Yeah, we'll see about Litecoin. Chainlink and Uniswap, yeah. Altcoins have huge potential to the upside. Let's see who they're talking about. DeFi, huh? So that is synthetics. So that's how you can have synthetic assets like an Apple ticker on the crypto exchange, on a decentralized exchange. Thor chain is coming back. Bancor, I don't know about that one. Curve Finance, that's interesting. Those are interesting plays. They're interesting. I don't know. Creator of the world's second largest stablecoin is pursuing U.S. commercial banking license. I've been telling y'all, people don't want to listen. I said USDC is gonna be the U.S. central coin. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. I know my ish. They're going to get this. They're going to become a bank. They're going to get FDIC insurance and basically become their own kind of, not Fed, because they're not going to be minting anything. They're going to be holding network assets. Crazy. A lot of network assets. So, yeah, told y'all. USDC. And on Coinbase, USDC is the card. When you get a Coinbase debit card, you can swipe your card at any ATM. You can swipe your card at any restaurant, whatever, because why would you need cash? You don't even need to go to the ATM. You should just be able to swipe it at any store, anywhere that you want to get your groceries. My thing is, can I buy my damn groceries, right? Can I get food? Can I pay bills? Then I can run my business. Bleh. Come on now. This is how I ran through the internet age. The minute I got my PayPal business card, I started running my business through there. That's when we were still soul founders. Now, this is the next stage. You get your Coinbase debit card, and now you start running your businesses. Pay your debt, pay down your bills, do what you got to do, run your business. And you can get your fiat in USDC, USDT. You can get paid in that straight up. Or you can still get fiat in PayPal. If that's what you want to do. Either way, it doesn't matter. My thing is, if I could take that, flip that right back into something that earns interest, why wouldn't I? That's APR, not APY. That's APR. Even if I wanted a stable coin, like one peg to $1 type beats, that's still 2%. Then you've got networks that are earning percentages. I got stuff on Cosmos. I've got ETH2 staking for APR right now. I even got some USD floating. I even have some DAI floating, earning. Why not? What's your bank doing? Okay. Space Swap, Uniform Unite. I don't know what the hell that is. Ethereum market share of institutional investment products rapidly rising. Yes, institutional or banks are getting in and offering products to their people. I told you months ago that they said that hundreds of banks were going to be selling crypto products by the fall. Well, it's already happened. We already got it going on right now. It's got it going on. Legislative priorities should be on crypto trading, lending, and DeFi. You can try the DeFi one. That's interesting. Because again, this one they don't get yet. This is the one they don't really get yet. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to make these networks win so they have somebody that they can hold accountable. You see, if Ethereum does something that they don't like, they know they can come after Vitalik. But they're decentralized enough that they really can't do much of shite, right? Same with Cardano. But is it decentralized enough? We don't know. But when you have DeFi and it's started up properly, if it's started up properly, then how can you tell a system that you really can't control what they can do with that system? How can you kind of do that? Like, how? How do you go after that machine? See, that's what I mean by once it's not, if you have a network that's by itself and it's on its own network and it spins up its own network in its own network, and these computers are talking to themselves and they're connected directly to each other, and the only thing that they can, the outside government can see is a bunch of IPs, the only people that could try to quote unquote block the network would be the internet companies themselves. And we already know they can't do that. That's why torrents are still here. So long as there's torrents and that you can download files for free, and they can't stop that, and the servers keep spinning up and spinning up and spinning up, evidently they can't stop that. Top analyst predicts parabolic rally for one emerging altcoin. Luna, Terra Luna. Yeah. Starting to get buzz for that. Ethereum is on track to become the ultrasound money. Well, everybody's pinning their crypto on that one too. Countries are pinning their crypto on the shekel. So the shekel will be on Ethereum. Crypto exchange Poloniex settles SEC. Everybody's settling with the SEC about their futures contracts. The SEC is getting so much money these days, huh? SEC versus Ripple. They're gonna get a payout too. All these payouts. This is the extortion. This is what extortion looks like in the regular world, y'all. Q2 earnings show Coinbase raked in $2 billion. We already talked about that. Hacker behind that heist left a trail of digital fingerprints according to blockchain security. Yeah. And they got the money back. 4 low cap crypto assets spiked more than 100% in a week. TrueFi, again, we saw that. That's showing up again. I know nothing about that one, so I'm going to look into that. Cartesi, not surprised. I've talked about that. That's in holdings. I don't know what Badger is. Not sure about that one. Interesting. Let's see here. Yeah. All right. Crypto analysts. I don't care about that. Year-end targets. Oh, let's check his year-end targets. I hate when they do that. Will likely ignite a run to 100,000. Most likely. Continues to 100 plus. Y'all, we know we already talked to 173,000. Is our estimates. Or no, 132,000, sorry. 176,000 is the 20% estimate. Our 15% estimate is 132,000 if it does not hit this one. If we don't go parabolic, depending on fear, then we'll probably be somewhere in the 132 spawn. Right? We already know this. Bitcoin remains undervalued. NFT marketplace. OpenSea is huge. I'm actually got some products on OpenSea now. I've been dipping into other things, so I have not been deep in the water, but I've been starting to grab stuff on OpenSea, and buying into land NFT projects that are actually in gaming, that are physical land that you actually can play. So that's crazy. So, and then the actual asset generates revenue, which is again crazy. Pro crypto congressman sent a letter to all House representatives sounding alarm on infrastructure bill. That's gonna come. I'm not worried about that. Files for futures ETF. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Money laundering bank scheme fetches apartment buildings, a yacht, and a plane. Wow. Hedge fund titan. Gold and Bitcoin. He's always gonna choose gold. Come on now. If you put a gun to my head and you said I can only have one, I would choose gold. I don't know how to spell it, so I'm not even gonna try to be like Let's put the word found in. Oh, they're not talking about this, are they? There we go. Business Insider. You have to, because it's not recent, so you got to go back, right? Tungsten filled gold bars found in New York. In the Diamond District, discovered last week, certified gold bars. In fact, hold on, 75. How much is it? Salted, like he's saying, salted gold. That's the reason I use the word salted. They found salted gold with tungsten metal, similar weight, far less valuable. When a 1 kilo gold bar was allegedly found, was filled with much cheaper metal to defraud buyers. An ounce of gold is worth $1,000. The tungsten is worth $360. So yeah, look at that. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So he thinks gold is better. Yeah. Drill gold bars filled with tungsten, 2012. 2020. Some gold, some tungsten. That's 2020. They're still finding. And that's why you got gold. That's why they're selling tungsten gold rings now. They're like, shit, might as well. Sad, sad day. Sad, sad day. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. All right. So, again, if you put a gun to my head, I choose gold. All I'm saying is that makes no sense. Why am I going to choose tungsten? And then it's not really scarce because they can always find a new vein of gold. So when they find new gold, that gold gets dug, that gold comes on market, it lowers the price of gold. Somebody has to tell them, whoa, 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 you can't pull that out the ground yet. We can't flood the market. We must balance it out. But if a country don't give a damn, they'll just do it on the underground and get it into circulation. Don't matter, right? So that's why you got to be careful. People are making plenty of money without moving any Bitcoin. Yep. 3 low cap altcoins presenting gigantic opportunities. Low cap altcoins. Those are very risky. What do you got? Fetch AI. I own some. Yes. That's on Coinbase. Seller. I don't know who that is. And SXP. What is SXP? Swipe. Okay. Never heard of them. Interesting. Last warning. Alchemy. Cardano gets approving on exchanges in Japan. 5 days. I'm not going to go through all of these. I'm just kind of like, because I kind of know the news. So we kind of already went through everything. Let's just refine it. No, let's, damn. Let me go to the end, because it's going to make me do that. Do that. Or can I just do this? Hold on. Mark is red. There we go. Let's see what's been going on in business, though. Because I do have a couple things that I've been looking at on the business front. 10-year Treasury yield is flat after jobless claims. Google workers are agreeing to pay cuts. So Google put out a calculator. For those of y'all that don't know, and the reason why I bring up business stuff as well as crypto is because I have to also look about how I have to do things if I still work for me, or if I need to work for a client, or if I need to go take a position as as an officer of another company to help the company get through a transition, and I'm out. Right? So sometimes I may want to pull one of those. So what I look at is the market to see that if I decide I want to take a position, then what do we got to deal with? What are we dealing with? What if I want to work remote? How much are we talking about, right? So thousands of Google workers agree to pay cuts. So literally they put out a calculator. You filled out your information and then basically gave you a salary. That is going to probably be the de facto standard of pricing. And it might be like anywhere between 30 to 50% of your salary is poof, vamoose, son of a, when it comes to going remote. So people are just like, yeah, cool. I'll take a pay cut to stay home. And they'll live wherever they want to live. So again, we're going into a remote situation. You're not commuting back and forth to work. These are the things that I already thought were stupid before. These companies don't get it yet. But the ones that do, that can rely on being remote and rely on remote workers, are going to be the successful businesses of the future. So there's that. So just expect that if you want to work from home, that your paycheck's going to get hit. You're not going to make as much as you made it before. That's kind of why I keep telling y'all got to concentrate on your own residual revenue. What's your subscription? What's your product? What's your service? What are you doing to earn passively? How do you make, do you have a newsletter? What are you doing, right? So even if you have a newsletter and you're making $1 and you had, say, 5,000 people on your newsletter, you're making $5,000 a month. That's $60,000 a year. That is a livable salary. See? Now, it's a long time to get there, and you better have something decent for a person to keep giving you $1 all the damn time. But therein lies the hustle, the law of numbers. And that's how the music industry is. Look at how much you've got to stream now. So you've got to understand that we're in a numbers game now. It was a numbers game the minute I had to understand advertising online was 1,000 to 1. 1,000 views is a CPM campaign, right? Cost per million, the M in thousands in the numeric alphanumeric, right? So you got to figure like, okay, it's cost per 1,000 views on the website. So that's For every 1,000 views, I made X amount of money. And it was for me putting up a website when I first started, I was making like maybe $20, $30 a month in views. And then I started growing that and trying to grow until the market just got oversaturated and then it made no sense anymore. Right? So same. All the world, the same song. So the cuts are coming. Make sure you have extra revenue. You're gonna have to pad your salary out. And if you're not currently able to make, 50 to 60,000, you're gonna have to pad your salary out. I had to. My salary went from I was making $60,000 a year to now doing what I do. They pretty much want you for $30-something thousand a year. If I want to take that job, that's me getting cut in half. And if I take that job, well, I'm going to work remote. But now I work remote at 30. But if my living expenses are still at 60, well, guess what? I've got to pad out my salary with my own revenue, my own subscriptions. Exclusive, 1.8 million UK adults have become day traders during the pandemic. This is effing important for you to understand. This is important because this is telling you, remember, everybody has been getting printed money. They've been getting printed money for an entire effing year. So right now is nothing but printed money. That printed money went into a stock market. It's pushed the market up. Now, what happens is these companies have to make they have to do earnings calls, right? And the earnings is based off of revenue and fundamentals, the things that nobody's really investing in right now. They're just dumping money and playing hopium. Whether they're dumping it in crypto or dumping it in the stocks, they're just dumping their money because they got nowhere else to put it, because they can't put it in the bank and they got no way to start a business unless they know how to do digital. And most of them don't know. Most people don't know how to do digital. That's not their fault. That's not your fault if you don't know how to do digital. It's just that I've seen it coming. And maybe you weren't warned. But I'm telling you now, this game is not what you think it is. There's no physical locations. We saw that with the fall of Blockbuster to Napster. Netflix. Blockbuster to Netflix. We saw the music industry begin to lose to Napster. Software was kicking the analog's ass. You now see how many streaming companies kicking the cable companies' ass. People are cutting the cord. So the physical's being cut to go digital. Our entire life is damn digital. All these traders stuck all the money in there. But these earnings aren't, as I was explaining in the Discord room, if I have $1,000 and I say I can make 15% annually and maybe grow by a few percent every year, and that's how I can grow, and that's just how it gotta be, because hey, the market's the market, and that's how this market grows. It doesn't matter how much money you give me. It doesn't change my market. It doesn't change my customer. It doesn't change my growth rate. I just have more money that I can't stick anywhere. And that's what I mean by businesses are cash strapped. They're drowning. They're drowning in cash. So you're going to see companies trying to stick it other places. And that'll be other places. Oh, a surprise. This is 4 days ago. $8,000 stimulus check might be on the way. Like, are you serious? More checks are going to get printed. And I get it. I get why we need it. I get it. But I also get what happens every time you print a damn check. What does it mean for Hong Kong if the world turns against the US dollar? This is another narrative that's been circulating heavy. Is that the dollar is about to be snipped as the world currency. We don't know what the currency is going to be. Will it be Bitcoin? Who knows? I know right now Israel is locking in on Ethereum for the digital shekel. Will be on Ethereum. So Bitcoin or Ethereum, either way, somebody gonna be number one, number two, number three. Do you have 1, 2, and 3 in your wallets? Because what are the odds that these are gonna go up? All of them are gonna go up. That's the odds. All of them are gonna go up. All 1, 2, and 3 are gonna go up. Why? Because 1, 2, and 3 are Bitcoin is the number one coin, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 are all going to be data plays in time. They're going to be the infrastructure that does work. And these are going to be the networks that have the most applications running on them. That's why I say Bitcoin could be number one forever. We don't know. Will it be usable and functional for application development? If the answer is yes, then yeah. Will they get there fast? Who knows? I know Matic is kicking ass, so let's see why businesses are interested in crypto, entering the metaverse and crypto. So metaverse, again, getting into gaming, getting into virtual worlds, augmented reality, Pokemon, all these other things. There's games that are earning revenue right now. Uber Lyft drivers fear they'll be replaced by robo-taxis. No, it's coming. Period. Forklift drivers, truck drivers, restaurant employees, kitchen staff, all of y'all get ready. Just like the office is being automated out of existence, all of the other automatable jobs will be automatable in the next 10 years. You'll be necessary for 5 of those, maybe 7. By the 10th year, they'll be done with you. Like they're done with me in a little bit. AI chip maker, hundreds of millions of yuan. So Chinese chips for AI coming out, and they're going to start. That's why I said this land grab and this digital grab and this cybernetic grab. Who's in position for it? Where's our tech? Where's American technology at the cusp of all this? Yeah, exactly. What is the metaverse? A high-tech plan to Facebookify the world. Yeah. Use ERP modernization to drive efficiency. Robotic engineering. Robotic processes. Metaverse already sucks. That's funny. Here, restaurant turns to sassy robot for extra help. Robots. Restaurants. Inflation fears. Wages getting boosted, but automation's coming in. So as the jobs disappear, wages can go up. It looks like wages are going up, but it's not. What the people are doing at the company is going up, and those small and those miscellaneous low-paying jobs are disappearing because the robots are taking them over. And his earnings show, Amazon Web Services. And his purchases into other systematic programs. Yeah, I understand exactly. The man that ran their server company is now in charge of the analog side of their business and turning it more robotic. Come on now. So yeah. What else we got? Let's check the trading side of things, and then I might check real estate as well. Let's go ahead and do that. Traders side, new investors are jumping into the market. Stocks end mix after Fed notes progress on the economy. China triggers $1 trillion market meltdown. Stock route. So yeah, so new people coming in and the market's at the top of the top. Real estate houses are getting scooped up before they're listed. It's shutting people out of ownership. Y'all know I've been talking about this in the 3 a.m. room. If you're part of the Musical Geniuses Discord, I've been talking about the fact that this is a land grab. Land contracts. So, does your corporation hold contracts to land? Look, at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna give us nothing. And we can't take nothing by force. So the only thing you can do is work efficiently. and work as effectively as you can. And who seems to be able to pass generational quote unquote wealth to their inheritance, right? People who have trusts, people who have corporations, in other words, contracts. So start setting up contracts to be able to buy land as a corporation and hold that ish down. Massive development would add 11,000 homes to the well-to-do Dallas suburb. Yeah, they're building out homes. They're going to be printing homes. But nobody's going to be able to get into these freaking homes. They're going to be used as basically energy data transaction modules. For whom I don't know how many people are going to be on there when everybody's broke. So I don't understand it. Home buyers say builders are canceling contracts. This is old. Landlords and tenants fill courts as evictions are rolling through the country. Mass evictions. So I can see basically what's going on in businesses. Jobs are drying, automation's coming, homes are being scooped up by corporations, buying out before anybody can get their hands on them. Right? That's what we see. So as I always do, I try to do a recap at the end when I get to the end of a video. But rather than just doing a recap, I want to express what I'm doing and what I've been programming. I've been working on T.H.o.R, which is our ToxicHustle organizational runtime. I came up with this idea years ago before anybody had T.H.o.R chain or none of that stuff. ToxicHustle was there. We were an organization. And then it was like Tho. And then I was like, then I heard, the R, I was like, T.H.o.R. Oh yeah, that'll be dope. And what's going to be the R? A robot. And I was like, no, it's not really a robot. And I was like, runtime, because there'll be multiple runtimes that'll run, or multiple scripts. Right. So our T.H.o.R or runtime is to be able to scale out work. Now, I've been looking on the blockchain, as I've told you, that blockchain is the next database. It's the database for the things that just need to talk to themselves. My robots just talk to themselves. Now, how I do this, how I will be doing this, and I've already discussed this in a couple chats, is there's a program called n8n.io, and with this program I am able to visually automate a lot of things. Now they have a cloud, and I'm actually part of the cloud network now. But as you can see, you can talk to Amazon products, so I can stuff stuff into Amazon databases. I can put things in storage. I can send mail. I can do a lot. That's SES. I can send mail or signed mail. I can do queuing, some AI or recognition stuff. Transcribe, so take audio and transcription. So if I wanted to pay for something, I could just do stuff. What else we got? Of course, I can post stuff to Discord, put things in Dropbox, and I didn't feel like using Amazon. There's that ERP thing you see, that's robotic process. I can do Facebook, right? Stuff with Google. So all the Google Suite stuff, Google Drive. So again, storing files, being able to use GraphQL. That's how we can interact with data structures. And then of course you can use different type of databases. So you can actually talk to databases. There's MailChimp. There's a lot. PayPal. There's a lot you can do with this thing, right? So read RSS feed, right? So like taking an RSS feed, like what I'm doing with the Flipboard, pull it in, and then utilize that for posts for other things. I'm doing that for certain clients. Stripe, being able to do things with sales. Telegram, if I needed project management. Trying to see what else we've got. This one is pretty interesting, if I can find it. This one, Strappy. This is a content management system that's on Node. Basically, you build your own database on the cloud. I'm actually working on setting one of these up because it's going to be more flexible for me to run certain things long term and run more like an application. And like I said, this automation system can run with a content management system and can basically automate the processes of scaling out a business. And I can use this whole system as an API so I can actually trigger it with other robots. So I can basically use other robots to talk to this storage unit and get data to use for other things. It could be in the cloud, could be for crypto, could be whatever. But I'm learning how to build this stuff out now with these databases. So I'm basically separating everything away from itself, no different than the blockchain. So because if you look at it, the blockchain is really 3 layers, right? The financial layer of it. Hey, I'm paying for something, blah, 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 blah. You've got the application layer where really the storage layer, where you're storing your data or whatever. And you've got the execution and application layer, which if you look at what we do with websites, it's kind of the same thing. You get a website, you can install a bunch of free stuff like WordPress and PHP and all that stuff onto your server. You can put WordPress on there, you can get PayPal, and you can set everything up and you can make yourself a store and you can make money. Right? So you can set up your own shop pretty easy in the current existing network. Now it's the same thing, except instead of PayPal being my pocket is my own wallet address. So now I can set up an app. Where do we host it? How do we hold it? And how do you interact with it? Now, nothing needs to be on the blockchain for you to interact with the app. So what I'm learning now is how do I set up a app that can interact like a wallet, but not be one, and you be able to interact with not contract, but code, which is the contract. But instead of me thinking of it like a contract, you just interact with this code, this site code. And and what you can do on there is just limited to what kind of permissions you're given by the code. So that's what we're building. I'm currently building a way to build I won't say full-fledged community system. Right now, I'll say that what I'm looking to build is a data repository for projects, as well as content, music content, what's being used for advertising, videos, lyric videos, production video. Where did it go? What did we use? All of that. Where is it headed? Where could we put it? In time, I want to be able to have multiple places where things are just making money. Where is it making money? How much does it make? How do we scale? That's the goal of the future endeavors of Thor. Thor's job is to start to begin to gather the data that earns us revenue and makes it more profitable for us to see what we need, how we can grow better. Right? So I'll be as the market goes, as it gets closer to the crash date, which, as we said, let me scroll back down. Slide you over. So we are looking, we've got how many more weeks? We're in the weekly. Yep. We've got 1, 2, 3 more weeks of potentially positive news. And then we've got another dip coming. So 1, 2, 3 more weeks. So just get prepared. Within the next 3 to 4 weeks, we've got a dip zone coming. Be prepared for it. We also going to have our next run up. There will be a quick dip and then another run up for the November, and then there'll be the crash in the second week of December, which will be the final crash. That's the big kahuna. Then January is another crash, and I'll mark some more arrows as we get closer, because there is a September. This September dip is a decent one. As I said, this one's going to be these are significant dips. So I'm expecting that this goes up here and then gets pulled back down here. And then this one potentially breaches it past here. And then we've got this last surge to the top, and this is a big pumper. This is parabolic in these few weeks. So just get ready. It gets crazy. There will be another dip. We've got one coming up. So we'll see how it plays out. But look at where we've gone so far. Like I told you, when this hit, I said this is when it runs up, and here it is. So we've got another dip like these ones we called. We're just waiting to see if this one forms. I'd love it not to. That would be great that if this dip did so much damage that we can actually just keep running up. I would love it to. But it's going to have some weakness. It's going to be some weakness here. So if it's not like a major dip, we'll still have some weakness. All right. So I am going to get back to programming. I've looked at the market. I figured I would do like a longer show today just because I haven't been doing one, and just kind of walk you through what I've been looking, what I've seen. That's not that much news that I've seen that impressed me on Bitcoin and crypto. It doesn't matter because you see the news that I'm receiving is about the baseline networks, right? The Cardanos, the Rune, the Ethereum, the Chainlink, the Matics of the world. And it's just time to get ready to, Bitcoin's going to do its crazy things, but it's preparing for this long, boring cycle. We care about this because this is the longest time in Bitcoin. And in this phase, we're going into programming mode. Heavy. So I'm going to start talking about which codes I'm finally agreeing on. And then what networks, we'll probably start looking at networks and see who's winning. And then we're going to also look at gaming, right? We're going to start getting into gaming, start getting deeper into gaming positions because, again, this crypto winter is a very long time. So if you can play some games to release some stress and still earn some money, why not? One of the games I've been still playing, man, is this damn Blanco's Block Party, and I'm actually on pace to get this jetpack that might sell for a couple $100. That's what I'm talking about. A jetpack in a game selling for $100. A whole person that I could have won last season that I just came in too late. The person that sold for $1,000. It's over 1,000 now. In fact, let me show you this real quick because, as I said, this thing is I'm still wrapping my. It's why I haven't really talked about it like heavy. And I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to do a separate video game channel or if I should keep it here. Let me know. Put it in the description, or as if y'all still listening, as to whether or not I should do some of these some of these gaming coins. This actually has no coin, I should say. Sorry. Has no coin. You earn US dollar. Straight up cash. Straight up. So then how is that? It's in the marketplace. And as you're playing the game, this is I'm going to show you in real time. So rather than me kind of like trying to dig it out later or try to show you something that that's not live. Let me show you something. The wings are $400, dude. Are you serious? That's serious. All right, where is $300 for this dino? I saw it at 200 and something. Shark Sues. Oh, Burberry just came out. Yeah, $400 for that Burberry. $400. Hold on, I'm looking for something specific. Let me sort it by price. There we go. So you can see some of these prices. Let me show you some of these prices. So this was $400. It is now going for 1,000. Now what I wanted to show you is this. Okay, so this was free Free. You just have to play the game to earn it. It was an earning. So you see, only minted 389 because only 389 got minted. Right? So if you look at that, 389 got minted. And currently, the cheapest unboxed is $900. The box version is $1,000. Now, a couple weeks ago, this was cheaper. That's one of the things I said when I said I want to get robots involved. I want to be able to get data and know when deals are and buy and know what was the price when this first was released. Like, I know in my head, hey, I saw this at 500, but I want to not just know it. I want to be able to say, hey, the baseline was this, and keep a track of some of these. So what I want to do now, what I'm realizing as these gains begin to start to blow up, that as you see these trades, well, this has got to be someplace. It means I should be able to start getting this data, right? On-chain metrics. So it's just a matter of finding the chain, getting that data, and watching that chain for that data, and then mapping it so then I can create my own watch list. That's what I'm saying. The robots I want to build are to be able to invest in NFTs, the virtual worlds, right? So what minted last time? What is a good action in the game to earn money? So let's say this is not a greatest way to earn money, but if I spent time in a game for free and I can sell even one of these at like 500 and up for playing the game, and you just made $500 for playing the game. Come on now. Somebody's finding some reason to want these things, right? Especially when they're limited editions, 389. Right? So right now there's a jetpack that's being sold, and I think that jetpack's supposed to go with this person, because this was the last thing that was he was last month's season's run, not season, but last month, the last cycle for the season, he was there, and now this month we have a jetpack that looks like it would fit for him. So I think he and that jetpack are one, and now you'll get the jetpack and or whatever else. But like I said, the jetpack right now it's one of those things I'm trying to get, and I might be able to offload that one jetpack. Like, I'll hold it for like a couple months and then they'll sell it. Right? So that's the reason why I said some of these games is ill. They have some financial structure to them that makes sense. You've got to grind away. Right? And there's a market for these assets because people want to have them in game, or they want to hold them as a box. Right? Like, they want to hold their assets. And as you can see, I've got a decent amount of assets now from the game. Some of these I'm going to hold for a whole year. Only $9 for the purchase. I'm going to hold them for a whole year. Some of them are already going, like, one of the ones I got for $9 is the robot, right? Hold on, let's go back. Let me verify while we're doing this live, right? The only thing that sucks about this is that I did not know, this was a mistake. I did not know that this was going to be minted to infinity and beyond. I did not know this was going to be a 5,000 minted item. So I wouldn't have gotten 10 of these jam things if I had known this was going to be printed to infinitum. But I'm still going to hold on to these bots, and I'm going to hold them onto them in their boxes, and then this is just one of those ones that you hold on for the long term. Right? Boxed. There isn't that many on the market, actually. Nobody's selling except for me. I think this is mine. Both of these are mine. Both of these are mine. Nobody's selling theirs. And I'm the only person. Yeah, I'm the only person on the market selling. So these are both mine. Which is crazy.
if one of them freaking sells. It would be crazy because I'm the only one on the list that I'm setting the base price. I'm just gonna keep it. I don't give a damn. It don't hurt me none. But yeah, the base for that was like $19, but I guess yeah, see? Buy from $16. See the base right here is 16. Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. I found them now. So there you are. Your baseline is 16. So if I got it for 9, I could still make a small profit on it. But my thing is just let it sit. Like, I'm just going to let it sit. Let everybody get this out and wait till the game gets significantly larger. Significantly larger. So that's one game that is earning revenue. And then there is one more that I've been looking at as far as a land hustle. Let me see if I have it here. Yeah, I do. I've been doing this one at night in the evening times and just putting a couple hours in because I had some credits. So I went ahead and pretty much built out. And again, these gains you'll see on things like these are the games you'll see on iOS, Android, right? I don't have any sound on. I turned all the sound effects off because after a while it's just annoying. But yeah, as you can see, like, so right now, if you look at, hold on, land, you can see that because I went ahead and got the land contract, and because I set up something on the land, and that the land is actually pulling resources again in a virtual world, land comment ToxicHustle, you can see its rewards 44 cents, 44 DAI. That's stable. That's to the US dollar pegged. So 44 DAI on the DAI network. Again, that's why I said the place that you earn 2% on. Right? DAI, remember? Network. I keep telling y'all, this is a network game. And here is a network, right? So you get development points. These development points grow as you grow your land, right? As you do things on it. So like the collections I do there. And then, of course, you can do these events and you earn. And pretty much do it, pretty much one out of a lot of events. Then, of course, there's training your troops, training your people, growing out your products. And a great thing is also growing your supply of currency. So what I've been doing is been building out like my gold reserves so that I can keep leveling up in the game. So I got like a bunch of gold mines that I'm like building out, and then training a bunch of troops. And then you take those troops, you take them to the fields, and you send them to mine. Actually, mine seems to are actually done mining. So yep, they're done. Read all. So right now I don't have anybody mining anything. So I can actually get mining again. So let me look and see level 4 mine over here that's got something. So let's send some people over there. Let's see. Do we have any more houses? There's a house right down there. It's full. So let's go ahead and send a full fleet over there. Here's a house right there. Got some more over there. Let's go ahead and send a fleet over there. So now everybody's going to their locations. There. That's 2 hours. Somebody's going to another location.
Oh yeah, there they go. That's 14 minutes on this one, 2 hours on that one, and an hour on this one. Okay, so an hour and change to mine this one, 2 hours to mine this one, and this one will be completely dry within 14 minutes. So again, I'm just going onto the land and I'm just sending people out to mine what I need as far as resources, which right now is gold, and I'm able to send up to 4 platoons out. So what I've been doing is I've been just building out my team, building out my units, training them, and as they grow, I just send more and more people out into the field to gather the core thing that I need here, which is more gold and of course rocks, as I need ore, as they call it. But that I actually get kind of easy. So those are able to be done in your inventory. So you see, so I get my rocks, you can use that. And max, see corn. So I said that there's certain resources you just get so much of that that's not my focus. And I've realized just how much resources I get in wood and corn. So it's like, I don't need no damn wood. And if I need wood and corn, you can buy that crap so damn cheap. So my thing is, I'm not even going to bother with any more wood or corn. I'm going to start building a bunch of damn gold mines and silver mines. And just buy food. Real talk. Just buy food. There we go. So got all that in there. This is actually dope that I've done, that I've got all these. Hold on, let me check and see if we got any more. See, when you do these raids, well, not raids, when you go mining and all this stuff, you end up getting a bunch more stuff. This is why it's like, yo, you get into this thing and you quickly figure out how you need to make your guap, which is become like a gold miner. Hold on one second. Let me just finish this one thing. And the crazy thing is, again, you earn capital with this. You know, it's not a lot, but my thing is I can sell the land later. I can sell this land later. And right now, I'm in an elite alliance with the Wave Kingdom. And then that's how a lot of my stuff gets built out when you do an alliance. So a lot of the money that you have to spend yourself, you don't end up having to spend, because the people in your unit will end up spending with you. So it's really interesting. It's interesting. It's I'm like I said, we try things out here. Like, all of these ideas are just that. They're ideas. And our thing is, do we see gaming? Like, if I wanted to make a game and we wanted to make something that earns, how do you make a war game that could be about strategy, right? So again, these things we look at as prototypes. Like, how does this work? What's broken in it? Where do you see an economy? Does the economy work long term? How long can this actually run? Is this running for multiple years? Can this run for multiple years? I think that something like this can work. I think it can. And that's one of the things that we'll see. Whether or not, we're right or wrong on this, we'll see. But again, there's ways for them to make money outside of the game. And again, this is not cryptocurrency, as far as it's not cryptocurrency based. It has no state. It has no coin of its own. League of Kingdoms does not have a cryptocurrency. They use DAI. And that's why I said in the future, certain stable coins are just going to be the de facto standard to just monetize. And why do I need a coin when I can just give you DAI for being on the network? I could take the money I make from the game, put it into staking someplace, and give rewards based off the interest payments I'm making. Network payments, right? Not network payments. You can begin to
get more network payments. It doesn't have to just be staking. It could be physical network payments, or staking is fine, but staking will be fluctuative as well. So again, you just got to think about how these businesses are going to change long term. Long term. What's the long term hustle that's coming? All right, let's deal with Bitsgap. We haven't talked about the robots in a little bit. The robots have been grinding away. I wanted you to see the robots again after we get back to the levels we pretty much were. The robots have been running for 27 days, 2 months down here. So basically, I didn't even touch these, right? Didn't even touch them for 2 months. In 2 months, $200 US. We did 40% on the market, but still 3% profit through that entire horribilization of crash, right? So even though we did, it's not a lot, it's still a 3% gain, but we still caught the 40% punt, didn't we? We caught 40% plus the 3 we already had. Again, look at this one. This one is only a 4% pump, but we did 17% here. This is why the bots play. 8%, 854, 861. Not a lot. Not a lot. 2% here. 4% here. 2% here. Not even a percent. Not even a percent, but it's up. Up. It's not even a percent, but it's up. Not even a percent, but it's up. Not even a percent, but it's up. Down, but we're up by 1%. BTC, not even a percent, but it's up. And not even a percent, but it's up. But it's up. See, all of them, not even a percent, but it's up. So, again, you get some percentages just having your bots trade. And this is profit. This is after all of the money for how much it's costing you in your transactions taken into account. And then the other bot that's on Kucoin, that one's done 13%. So we look at it, you're doing 10% on Coinbase, and Kucoin's doing 13% right now. We're looking at 30% on the market there, which again means around about 1% is the top, which means a lot of trading that was going on Kucoin where things was like 100. Like I showed y'all when things was crazy in Kucoin. The numbers here were like 100%, 115%, like 200%. Like it was crazy numbers. All of them gone. Right? For now, because we're not back into that run. The transactions, people turned off their bots. They turned off their bots. I kept my bots rolling. Why not? I gather more. I gather more of the asset on the lower end. When it went down, I can sell off more as it went back up. Why not? So bots, Bitsgap bots, link in the description. The instructions for how to set up your own bots are in the description. Whether or not y'all do the bots is on y'all. I do them because it just makes sense to have passive streams of revenue. Again, I tell you, I want to take the fiat I make and stick it someplace and earn more fiat. Your robots get you this side of the trade. Yes, I hold this side of the trade. Yes, I hold this side of the trade, but I earn the other side of it. So I'm going to earn the USDT. Or if I'm on Coinbase, I'm going to earn that USDC. The interest I'm making is in this. Or ETH. BTC. I'm earning the coins I want to buy other coins with. Why wouldn't I? That's what you get with this. Right? That's what you get with this strategy. Now, let me just open one last thing, and I think we're going to be done with the video because I want to show you the Bitsgap bot that we did for the training course. I haven't looked at it in weeks. It was down because of the market being down. If you don't know, the training that you get Link in the description for the Bitsgap bot. How do I log out? Hold on. Oh, that's the problem. Give me a second. Incognito, please. Thank you. And that's why it's bugging the hell out. I'm like, wait a minute, this don't make no sense. There we go. Okay, so the training, link in the description for how to set up your Bitsgap bot. This is what we, oh shoot, this is out of range. That is actually out of range. And missed the entire freaking run. Unbelievable. We missed all of this profit because we weren't watching this bot. That sucks out loud. That sucks out loud. Because that's like 20 something days of no trades, dude. That sucks. That's what I get for not watching. This is why you got to watch your bots. And again, this is why I hate having this damn thing not have any way to talk or tell me what the hell's going on. Trailing up. So this needs to go up here now, which means we're going to be buying when we shouldn't be freaking buying. And I need to stretch that out. Give me a second, y'all. 2.98 is my number. And I'm doing larger grid pairs. Wait, I may not be able to because I can't afford to because we didn't ride this shit up. We're buying in a gap, which sucks donkey balls. Yeah, I can't afford it. So I got to shrink my damn grids to try to make it in. That sucks, man. That sucks. We don't have enough cash for this crap. So start. But any freaking way, as you know, we started this damn thing right before the crash, and we created this bot. As you can see, the bot's been trading. The bot's pulled 11%. Bot's back over $1,000. We are at $1,162. I have put no new money in here. I put no new money in here. All the money that this thing trades and earns on, this is the proof. Okay? I wanted you to see it. I wanted one robot to just sit there with only $1,000 in it and trade. I'm not doing nothing else with this account. Now, I missed a freaking huge ass trade, which annoys me to no end. But end all be all, it is what it is. What was the last mana? How much money had we put into it? 21 bucks. This time we put $36. So, again, not bad. And we may have missed the trade running up, but we didn't miss the run up. We held mana until we just bought back in. So, I mean, I missed the run up, but I didn't really miss much. I just missed being able to make a bunch of microtransactional trades, which might have gave me another X amount of percentage, right? But we also see that it hasn't been that much. We've looked at the numbers, right? Even if we missed maybe point something percent. So it hasn't been much. 6% here, 14%, 11%, 18%. 35%, 38%, so 3% there, not even a percent here, not even a percent here, not even a percent here. Ooh, big percentage here is CTSI, but that's also because it's been very volatile, and we've capitalized on that with the bot. Not even a percent here, and really good percentages on Seagold, but that's always been expected of Seagold. So again, you can see we made over $100. We haven't touched anything. We left it alone. Now, while you may think that's not a good, I don't know, 2 months, 11%. 2 months, 11%. Now, of course, that is coming off the top of us doing a run. But again, I told y'all, I'm preparing for that long stretch of time when Bitcoin is boring. You know, like the little time we just left where for that Bitcoin was just boring, and I still earned like 1 or 2%. Yeah, that just loud boring time that just happened. Yeah, well, that's getting ready to come back again
after the crash in December. So get ready, right? Start looking at your bots. You'll thank me for it later. So that is that. Bots are trading. I just showed you that bots have been making money. I've been showing you that. I showed you that the market is doing what it does. We have a crash coming up in about 3 weeks, maybe a dip zone in 3 weeks, and we'll be waiting on that. Meantime, between time, I'm building software. I'm working on developing on databases. MongoDB is actually one of the databases I'm looking at. If you don't, it's definitely interesting to me. So I'm looking at that. And if I can get a nice MongoDB running with my application and my robots, and then put a dashboard in front of that with Wappler, I think I got myself a good piece of software that's going to get me some more trades and get me some more products and give me positions in and out of things faster than I know what to do with them, right? So I'll be able to know when to sell things because it's keeping an eye on that. So what I want to build is as a data sentinel to kind of like know where the markets are. I can kind of make my speculations and guesstimations, but then when those things trigger, it reminds me so that I can get in and out of stuff. Like there's things I should have bought that I didn't buy, but because I wasn't reminded. So I wanted to build a system that allows me to do my strategies better and know when I want to buy into stuff and buy out of stuff. Like these alerts that come out when I can tell you, hey, we're getting ready to have a dipping coming. When a dipping is getting ready to come in within 4 weeks, we should be notified, right? So that's kind of, like I said, the system I'm trying to build is a notification system that will be subscribable. I'm going to keep it cheap. And that way, you know, I'll put a lot of that revenue that's generated into building more of the application, and it can also provide for my family to not catch pokes out in these streets, right? And again, I want to build a tool that you can also in the future make money with. If we're able to catalog your assets and put them in virtual places, especially if you're a musician or you're in the graphics or development cycles, whatever, if you write an application or you do an app and it's dope and people believe in it and it grows, I mean, who knows, right? So all we look at is the future is we've got to create our own. And it's whether or not we do that for ourselves, whether or not you're doing that for your family. So I'm going to get back to coding in a bit. I need to take a break for a quick second and get ready to shift back into development mode. Y'all, again, I'll probably do another video next week. These are going to be a little bit slower because there's no reason for me to talk to y'all every damn day. There's no recession right now. There's no Bitcoin crash right now to keep y'all cool. Say, hey, it's going to get up there. It's going to get back up. I don't have to do that every day. I was trying to keep y'all calm, to keep your crypto in your pocket. Now crypto's up. When crypto goes back through a cycle of fear, I'll let you know where we are and keep you calm through the storm. The next run up will be coming, and I'll let y'all know. The next drop is coming. I'll let y'all know. So I'm about to get back to work, get back to programming. I'll be back next week. I can't make any promises on days, but I'll try to do it earlier in the week. All right. So I'm gonna holla at y'all. Y'all be safe out on these streets. Peace out.